It had been 3 years and it was August 1938, and most of the cast was 28 years old. The gang had been looking for jobs for years, but always failed, as when someone got a job, they got fired quickly. However, now the gang was offered a job at the continent, Limeland, where they will move into to be able to work there. They didn't get much details about the job, except that the job is about maintaining a community. The gang has now arrived into the community called Exotica. Chad said, "Hello, we have arrived here for the community maintaining job, we are happy to get to work here." Billy said, "Why are you pointing guns at us? There must have been a misunderstanding." Lieutenant said, "If you try to leave or even take one step out of this formation, you will be shot." Gloria asked, "Whoa, what the hell is this? What is going on?" Hartika said, "You will learn soon, when the leader comes." Billy said, "Mr. Lawless? What are you doing here? You were our lawyer 8 years ago." Mr. Lawless said, "I knew I recognized you from somewhere, so I left this community to start over as a lawyer, but was blackmailed back into here." Larasso said, "Welcome to Exotica, you must be confused about this, so let me make it very clear. From this point on, you're not allowed to leave this community without permission, or you will face an execution. Second of all, you are to follow every single order that you are given with no opinions shared." Chad said, "Wait, what? This is not what we signed up for. What is this place?" Larasso said, "Exotica is a criminal organization, we smuggle drugs, deal drugs, and grow them. However, we have a rival community by the name Baboona, and we desperately need more forces to join the war, which is why we have brought you here." Luciana shouted, "You can't do this to us. We are not the right people for your fight, we have no experience in anything like this, we are useless to you." Larasso said, "We will train you to use guns and to fight, you're expected to be like a soldier. I won't warn you again, don't challenge us and you will stay alive." Gloria said, "Well, when will our contracts end at least?" Larasso said, "There is no end date, unless Exotica falls, which we will make sure it won't." Beta said, "If you let us go, I will let you fuck me in the ass." Larasso said, "I knew you were zesty the second I saw you, no one here wants to fuck you, and what did I say about carrying out like a soldier?" Chad said, "Well, it looks like you have won, sir. There isn't much we can do, it looks like you've set pretty strict rules, we'll serve you if it is what it takes to keep us alive." Then after the speech, they had individual discussions about the situation. Clowner said, "Look, I don't know what the others think, but I am actually thankful to be here. I never wanted a boring-ass normal fucking job, this is more like it." Larasso said, "Good to know. I like your attitude, live by your words and you will be rewarded." Beta said, "I realized I may never again have 2 cocks inside my ass at once, I may relapse to Clownus's force yet again." Gothical said, 2 cocks inside, like a tunnel with 2 cars racing, now only has 1 lane, forever sealed the second spot is, this reality we must accept, or it will eat us alive from inside out." Beta said, "Oh man, I didn't expect to go back into the world of crime, at this point, I'd rather have us end up in prison than stay here." Alpha said, "And the Alpha has again lost a layer of aura, in submission again the Alpha is unrecognizable, total annihilation of self, masculinity dripping down the prison walls, how do I even dare to call myself the Alpha?" Stacy asked, "What kind of fucking joke is this? It was already so fucking depressing and now this." Luciana said, "It's definitely not a good joke, I wish we never applied for this job." Stacy said, "What about the fact that we are vampires, we need blood, and I don't think these people will understand." Luciana said, "We'll need to both sacrifice a little bit of blood for each other, so we can survive, but trust me, we will find a way out of here, we'll come up with a plan." Luciana said, "We'll need to both sacrifice a little bit of blood for each other, so we can survive, but trust me, we will find a way out of here, we'll come up with a plan." Gloria said, "I am sick of pretending that everything is okay. It hasn't been for a long time, and now we are screwed, we can't risk leaving, one mistake could get us all killed." Chad said, "Due to the strict rules and our lives being in danger, we'll need to put on an act and go by their rules, but we must also not give up, we will take them by surprise, we cannot lose hope now, not in a situation like this."